Let me share a story with you. In 2001, September 11 attack, the whole nation they were in despair. The people, as a nation, in fact, President Bush said this in an interview. He said he himself needed personal consolation, and people were in anguish. He said there was nobody else they could call as a nation that could bring word of comfort from the Lord, but the man called Billy Graham. As at the time they had to send for Billy Graham, he said the only challenge was that all planes that was flying over all of America had been grounded, so no plane was allowed to fly again. So the president had to give an official presidential release for just one plane to fly, and it was the plane carrying Billy Graham. So as at the time that there was silence in America, only the plane carrying the pastor of America was in the air. And Billy Graham was the one who came, brought the word of comfort, the word of consolation, and prayed over the nation. And they were able to go through that anguish. Now, Billy Graham prayed for several American pastors. He was actually the pastor of America. And most of the problems you see in America to the core of his absence. But let me backdate a bit to when God began to signal in Billy Graham's heart that he's going to be involved with powerful people in the nation to disciple them and show them Christ. It was a major scandal in the nation. In fact, the church labeled him as backsliding. The moment Billy Graham began to get involved and speak to leaders and then get involved with powers that be and then began to do all those. I'm just trying to tell you that the corridors of power that God is preparing you for, the church may not clap for you. If Daniel was in a generation and he was put in this position, the church will expel him. I'm saying there are things that God needs to use you for that even the church needs, but the church cannot deal with the version of you. Now you celebrate, it's a culture. It doesn't matter how much a man is hated. Once the man dies, all of a sudden, all the stories about him becomes nice. And in a lifetime, all the benefit, the wisdom, the strategy the person has brought to the table will be fought. So it's strange.